Standing up, whole body is moving. I guess that just happens when you're older, right? 90 years old? Only thing that excites you is grandchildren. I'm glad I'm the grandchild. Yeah. Full body. Now, as we bounce our legs, the arms are flying. Loose limbs. Bouncing. My arms are not doing the work, guys. It's my legs. Some of you guys are like this. Here, pivot now. Don't pivot your heels yet. Just throw your shoulders, which will carry your arms. My grandfather wasn't a big fan of warming up. You know why? No, I'm talking about not about that. In practice. Why wasn't he a big fan of warming up? Hands on your hips? No, not because in real life you don't get to warm up. No. Why wasn't he a big fan of running around, a little skipping?
More energy?
No, not because of more energy.
Because it was
So the reason why he wasn't a big fan of it is because not less time to roll. I saw that right there. I wish I could be a little bigger, but it's because he believed, because when he did jiu-jitsu, it was so relaxed, so slow that his jiu-jitsu itself was the warm-up. You understand? Most people need to warm up because you're normal humans and you you do wild things. Knees. But when you've been training for 60, 70 years and someone side mounts you, you're so calm that why you gotta warm up? You're not gonna do anything strenuous. So he didn't do too much warming up. So when we would run around in circles and do jumping jacks and stuff, what would he say? Nah. He would look at us like, yeah, what's wrong with you guys? I don't understand this craziness. Circles. Which makes me think how much he warmed up before he fought Kato. Right? Before he did his fights, did he warm up or he just walked out there just after having lunch? I'm not old enough to know this truth. I need to ask somebody older than me who might have been there. Good, you guys. Let's go to the ground. Great fall. And rocking and rolling. Good to see all you guys in person. Legs straight, stretch, and then knees up, stretch. Legs straight, and then knees up on my neck, just barely. Yeah, and then legs to my right, and legs to my left. Yeah, and to my right, and to my left. We got 12 people here today, in-house. 12 people in-house, and a whole lot more on the screen. Good. And now go all the way to your stomach. One of my favorites, legs straight, hands under the shoulders, and 60% up, 70% up, 90% up. Slowly go all the way to 100% hips down. If you feel comfortable, if it's not hurting, full arm extension, hands under your shoulders, full arm extension, full back extension. This is the save your life stretch right here. Down and up. What's up, Tracy? Yeah. And now go to your knees. And believe it or not, being on your knees, go side to side like this, is not the healthiest thing for us. Did you guys know that? It's not the best for your knees, right, Trayvon? Yeah. It is?
What?
Not, right? It's not the best for your knees to be on your knees a lot.
No, but you want to have the flexion from your knee.
You want to have the flexion, but you also need the extension. So from here, keep one knee down, put one leg out, and now push. I'm not pushing into my kneecap. I'm pushing right above it, 2 inches. Push down, almost like you want to break your leg. You can't. but try to. So I'm getting the extension. And then I switch. We could do that 2 or 3 times on each side, but we'll just do it once for now. Legs straight, pushing, 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 pushing. Extension. Yes. And that goes the same for this, like your elbow. Put your palm on the ground, and now give a little push behind your elbow. And maybe even roll it a little side to side, but really like arm bar yourself, but don't hurt yourself, don't tap yourself. And then other hand on the ground, and then extension. Both of those, knees, elbows, the whole body, but I've had knee problems to the point where this saved me, and elbow problems where that saved me. Okay, Eddie's laying down, and we're gonna do what we did last couple days, but last night, Henner talked about this move right here, where you grab the tricep. We'll start with the newer technique, and then we'll review some other things with the time that we have left over. So from the near side, here's what happens, is that I feel very responsible for a huge amount of people being on the bottom of side mount and doing absolutely nothing, okay? Now, my grandfather and my father, they're even more responsible, but this idea of being on the bottom and full defense, it has become, it's becoming more and more common because of our teachings. And one submission that works very well with this type of behavior is this. You can even like hold your own wrist. And usually they'll hold the wrist on the far side because they believe that this, when I'm in the side mount, that this arm is more in danger, which maybe there are more attacks for it. But now here's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the tricep right here. And it's a very casual grab, just like this, cupping it. And now I do this, look. So I basically went from kneeling to sitting behind the tricep. And then I went and collected it. And this is extremely possible because this person is in you can't get me mode. If they were in you can't hold me down mode, bump, twist, and turn, I probably wouldn't do it. I would be controlling them and maybe attacking something else as they exhaust. But when they just stay, it's doable. So one more time, let me do it by myself actually, it's pretty simple. By myself, my hand grabs the tricep, I'm on my knees. And now, my arm, I wanna turn their face towards me and watch this movement, don't do it yet. My leg steps over and my hand goes out. That is the trickiest part of the technique. So the tricep grab is easy, turn their face towards you is easy. Now, as my leg steps over, my hand comes out. Once my hand comes out, my bottom foot kicks out, and then I sit down. Done. So let's all do that right now. Just that part, nothing else. Grabs the tricep. Bottom hand's holding the tricep. Top hand, right hand's holding the tricep, left elbow over their head, and turn their face towards you a little bit. Now, as your left leg flies over, it doesn't land flat, it lands with my foot exposed. And now immediately left hand comes out. Now do not fall down yet, stay up, stay up. Now the bottom foot kick out and sit down. Great, and now the final step, boom, knee up. Right knee up. So the back knee goes whoop, up. Once your knee comes up, look at my hips. Push your hips forward a little bit. Keep your feet where they are, but your hips push forward. Done. Everybody again. One more time. 2 more times. Tricep grab. If you have a gi, you can grab the seam of their gi, the fabric. It's probably better because it's stronger, but it's not better because it's gi. And no gi is better because it's not reliant on anything. Tricep, turn their face towards you. Left leg's gonna fly over, hand out. Yes, bottom foot, kick out, sit down. Amazingness, everybody's perfect.
Nice,
now my
Gabriel.
back right knee, come up. Yes, and now using your foot, your heavy foot on the ground, your left foot, move your hip in. hip in, nice. And now from here, if the person's hands are not clasped, they're not locked together, my back hand grabs the wrist and I fall back right now, fall back, yes, done. Come here, Eddie. Which is actually more common than you can imagine. Look at this, I go like this, I step, hand, knee, boom, I just grab. And oftentimes, like, push my knee off your head, freeze. You see that? Again, so as I land, I block the neck, I'm holding the tricep, leg, step, sit, boom. And now his hand start trying to escape a little bit. There you go, look at this. Whoop, I grab. So I finish with one leg off and one leg over. Now if his hands happen to be locked, if they're here, boom, and the hands are locked, then I keep the tricep and watch. I bring my leg out and over. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Here, my leg's here, knee out, open it, and then foot thread the needle through. And now immediately I hug his arm. With which hand? Not the one holding the tricep. I hug it with the other one. Why? Because I just want to secure. I just want to secure for a second. Because right now, how do you feel, Eddie?
Right now?
Do you feel trapped?
Not really.
Go ahead and escape.
I feel trapped.
The thing is, he doesn't feel very trapped, but with tight heels and pushing off my hand, hips closed, ready knees, he is pretty trapped. But he's not as trapped as this. Now he's more trapped. And then I open my elbow and I go back to here. Now, do you have to do all that? Or can you just go from here to hugging? You can. It's okay to go from this straight to this. But because I believe so much in this tricep grab, especially when turn your elbow to the ground, pull the elbow to the ground. I'm hold, boom. I go here first. I kind of like take a little time to get the best grip possible. So both are right. Let's add that now, on our knees. We're holding the tricep. Left arm framing the neck, making him face me. Throw my left leg over, hand out. Foot kicks out, sit down. Knee comes up. Now look at my hips. Oh, move my hips closer. Once my hips are close, everything is tight. He's holding hands. So right knee comes out over the body. And I cross your feet right here. Now, with your feet crossed, pinch yourself in closer even. Yes, everything is tight. Now your left hand hug the arm or right hand hug the arm. And you're here, left hand hugs, then go to your right hand. And now we're here hanging out. And what's my mindset up here? Stay here. 5, 10 seconds. His hands, his grip changes. Boom, lay back, go. That's it.
Looking
That's
good,
the move
guys.
right there. Good. Again, on my knees. Tricep grab. Frame his face towards me. Throw my left leg over. Hand out, foot out, sit down. Knee up. Hips close, hips close, hips close. And now, knee open, foot over the body. Yes, feet
Nice,
cross.
Dante.
Feet cross. And then from here, I still have his elbow. Hug, hug. Stay here. Oh, his hands are together. His grips are strong. Don't put any pressure yet. And then their hands start to move a little bit. The fingers are adjusting. Boop, lay down.
Nice, Charlie.
Want to know something cool right here? Eddie, lay down. There's a detail which Alex Stewart has very much highlighted, and I was not quite as aware of this until he brought it to my attention that I was doing it. But isn't that cool, right? We do things sometimes, but how someone explains it, it's a different level of relationship with it. And Alex talks about how from here, this foot on the ground is not pulling him in. My foot is heavy and my hip is pushing into him. Pull your elbow to the ground, turn towards me.
I don't want to go anywhere.
So the weight is on this foot. Now, if my weight is on my hip, then I'll want to use my leg to pull him in. Now do it, Eddie, turn now. He's much stronger. So by picking your hip up off the ground and shifting the weight to that foot, it will create more of a pinch on his face and his neck. So heavy foot, and look at, push out my hand, my hip goes. So my hips are off the ground like a centimeter. Turn into me.
Oh, I feel terrible
Doesn't
right
want
here.
you. Okay, so keep that in mind. The foot goes like this, and look at my hip. My hip moves. On our knees. On our knees. Yes. And the reason why, we'll do it right now. On our knees. Right here, one thing. We're gonna all do this, but I'm gonna do it with him. So hold the tricep. Turn their face towards you. Throw your leg over the head, hand out. Foot out, sit down. Rotate, 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 rotate. Knee up. Nice. Now freeze. Right now, if he was facing that way, he could do a back roll over that shoulder and escape. Look your head that way. Do a back roll, escape. Look at that. He's gone. Go back again. I turned his face earlier.
I don't want to go.
No back roll. No. He'll break. I don't know what he'll do, but it's very uncomfortable. Nobody rolls backwards that way when their face is turned this way. Okay? Now keep it. Knee open, foot over. Knee open, foot over. And then hug the arm right there. Right arm, hug the arm. Stay there. Look at his hands. His hands change the grip. Change it. Change your grip, Eddie. Whoop. See that? And when do they change their grip? They change it when you don't do what? Huh? Yeah, when you don't do anything. When you don't touch it. It's almost silly. Okay, other side. Other side, just because last time the left arm framed their face. Now the left hand grabs the tricep underneath. The right hand turn their face towards you. Now throw your right leg over, right hand out. Good. Left foot kick out, sit down. Keep the hand on the ground, lift your left knee up. Nice. Using your right foot heavy, push your hip in. Boom. Keep it tight, pinch, pinch, pinch. And then left leg open, left leg over the body. Great. Now hug the arm, whatever side you want. Normally, we suggest hugging the arm with on the side. The arm that hugs around their arm is the arm on the side of their legs. I'm here. Arms open, hand grip opens. Go. Fall back. Beautiful.
Nice, AJ.
Again, on our knees. Any questions out there? You okay? Same thing now. Right hand's gonna turn their face towards us. Left hand grabs the tricep. Right hand, turn their face towards us. Throw the right leg over. Hand out. Right hand out, right hand out. Left foot out, sit down. Left knee up. Move the hip in, move the hip in. Good. Left knee open, left foot over. Cross your feet. Yep. Hug the arm. Yeah, left arm is hugging the arm, right hand's out on the ground. Matter of fact, do you want your hand on the ground or do you want your hand on your thigh? Or do you want it, put it where you think you want it, on the ground or on your leg? Ground or leg, where do you want it?
Closer to the arms.
You want it here?
Closer to the opponent's arm.
Yes, ground or leg. If you put your hand on the ground, in my world, if I was Eddie and your hand was here, and when I go to grab, it brings attention to it. But if I leave my hand here, like right inside my thigh, move your hands. Oh, you see that? My hand is faster.
I couldn't see it.
It's faster to take, because there are two things responsible for keeping his hands apart. One is my body, which is the main one, and then the second one is my hand. So that just in case he tries to do a little click, a little something, something, my hand is like, boom, taking his arm out of the equation. Again, knees. Left hand grabs the tricep. Right hand, turn the face towards you. Right leg step over. Right hand out. Left foot out.
Justin.
Sit down. Good. Left knee up. Hips in closer. Hips in closer. And then left leg open, left leg over. Cross your feet.
James, Richard.
Yep. Right arm hugs. Left arm hugs. Right hand on the ground. On the ground is not a problem for a couple seconds. You find yourself, and then you slowly just bring it up here. And you keep the hand in between. Sometimes it might off balance you. You might have to put it down a little bit, but usually you keep it here. And then look at my hand. It's ready to, boom, to snatch the wrist
Looks
and
so
take it
good.
back.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Eddie's down. And now let's move into this elbow cup arm bar. So we talked about from the side mount, if I slide my knee over his stomach, he blocks my knee, block it, freeze, I cup it. Very common, because for some reason, not for some reason, so many people don't believe in the elbow escape, flat leg, as I mount, escape over here. So many people do things like this, like put your foot on your knee. Like they try to stop the mount with all these different blocks. And they do work. But if I kind of beat this, but my knee comes in, his hand, it's only natural for him to say, no, you can't mount me. Where in fact, if he allowed the mount, he could do a beautiful elbow escape. But because of this, I can do this. And now I'm back on my knees. From my knees, I frame his neck. Knee in the armpit, step, switch, grab, sit. Knee open, leg over. You see how on that move right there when I landed? With my knee like this? Same principle. Knee open, leg over. Same landing. What landing is this? What's this called? S-mount, hurdler stretch. Right, this way of sitting right here, same theme. So from our knees, right now we're just gonna do a small drill where left leg is up, right knee is down. I'm gonna take 2 steps. One, it's across. It's in front of my existing knee. And then my other step, here, and then I fall back.
Nice, Jeff.
I'm gonna do it with my back to you guys one time, so you can see. Here, look at this. So 2 knees. First knee, foot is across. It's not like this. It's in front. And then now, as I turn, my other leg picks up, and then I sit, and I fall.
Nice story. Great.
Again, left leg is up, left leg step across, other leg pivot and fall. What you do not want to do, which is the biggest mistake in the move, people do this. They step and they go like this. They put the other knee down. When you step, watch, pivot, see that? And then I sit. Boom, now look at this sit, lands us in this. That's essentially what we're doing.
Nice.
Other side. The other side. That was left leg stepping. Now we'll have our right leg up. Right foot step, pivot, and break fall.
Nice, Richard.
We're break falling now, but the reality is we're connected to the arm, so we won't fall back as fast. Again, right leg is up, right leg steps across, left leg up, and then sit.
Nice, Brian.
Notice how when my leg steps, you guys, one, my second leg, boom. You see that? One is in front of the other. It doesn't step to here, it stays here. And then I sit and I roll. That looked good, Sean. Yes. Good legs. Okay, so now the arm lock, the main difference. Imagine now my arm's over his head. Put your knee across the belly. He blocks my knee. Freeze. Cup it. Pull this in tight. Like, kind of load my own elbow on my thigh. And then frame his neck. Knee in his armpit. So it's a setup step. Knee in the armpit. Leg up. Step. Second leg. Grab as I sit. Look, I land upright. Knee open. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Yep. Knee open. Foot through. Thank you. So by myself, I got the knee across the bicep. Everybody go. Right knee across the bicep. They block it. Right hand underhook. Cup it tight. Right elbow on your thigh. Right knee a little bit to the left. Bring it to the center. Left leg out for base. Yep.
Nice, Kim.
Left arm's on the neck. So now my left leg's gonna step over, and then I'm gonna grab the imaginary pants. Watch my landing. Step, pivot, and I sit. Try to land sitting up if you can. Remember, when you have that arm there, that's your balance point. Now what? Left knee open and leg over. Yes, good Eamon. Good Charlie. Okay, again. Side mount. Right knee across the belly. Right arm, scoop their arm. Pull it across tight. Put it on your own thigh. Knees are down. Now my right knee that I have the arm goes to the center and the other leg is up. Yes. From here, bug their neck a little bit. Left leg, big step. Grab, pivot, sit. So I fell back a little much. I can pull myself back up. And now left knee opens, left leg over the body.
Nice partner, Joseph.
Good Anya. Good Wally. Okay, other side. Left arm now. Left arm, scoop. Scoop, hug their arm. Right here, I'm on my knees. My left arm is just collecting an arm. My right hand's bugging the neck and my right leg is up. Get a little more elbow up on your thigh more. Carlos, get up a little taller, yeah. See how you're kind of falling forward? That your leg sit flatter. There you go. Right leg wider, more comfortable. There. And now elbows are in. Now watch my right. I do get up when it comes time to step. Right hand grab the pants. Pivot. Sit down again. Grab the pants, switch the hips.
Nice, Sam.
Yes. And now right leg over the body. Hug the arms, get your controls, and then the hands open. Boom, lay back. Yep. Andy, lay down right here, please. So something else to consider is if his arm, hug around my back right here, is doing this around my back. If his arm hugs my back, what should I do? What do you guys think? What's my move right now? If I stay here, what's he gonna do? Go south, slip south, go, like that. He can go out. So then if he can slip south, what should we do the moment somebody hugs under our arm like this?
Grab the pant leg.
We can grab the pant, the ankle, the pant, the thigh, here, here. Go ahead, go south. How difficult? Go south, can't. Go south, can't. Do you understand? Some kind of an anchor is important. Another option is this. Look at my hips. I roll my hips heavier on his arm and I frame his neck. Go south.
I don't want to go.
See, if he goes now, he pulls me into his neck. Keep your arm higher and tighter. Now watch my arm, look. Boom. And I caught it. So anchors are great, but also shift my weight, which allows me to frame the neck. Once I frame the neck, if he bridges, he slices his own neck. When he stays, I go, whoa, and then I create that same opportunity, same connection to his arm. New angle, look, turn a little bit, underhook. So right away, which hip do I drop?
South.
Yeah, I want to fall there and pressure the neck. From this pressure, he doesn't want to bridge right now because any weight more in his neck is going to be uncomfortable. Now watch my arm. I can't bring it in like this. I bring my hand, keep it tighter, hold my back tighter. Look at my arm. You see that? I very much, because this, he can stop the entry from here, but from here, my elbow slices through and around. So by ourselves, let's all be on our knees and elbows. And now we imagine someone having an underhook and they're gonna step out the back door. So your right hand, grab their ankle. Yes, your right hand, hug their thigh. All these things are especially important when they're hugging under your arm. Hold the pants, anything. Ankle is very basic. Now forget that now. Right elbow on the ground, right leg straight back, right hip drops. Drop your right hip to the ground. So right elbow down, there's no more ankle hold now. Our weight has become what's keeping us on top. No more anchor back there. But we do also add a frame on their neck. Now from this frame, we're gonna use our hand to support our weight where we would have otherwise had a body. So put your hand down now, where in fact it would have been a frame. Hand, now watch my right elbow. Up and inside and then around.
Nice, Osamu.
Now go to your knees, go to your knees. And now we have killed their underhook and collected, boom, our arm. Okay, pull it tight, left leg up, bug the neck a little bit. Big step, grab, pivot, sit, control.
Nice, Derek. Really good. Yeah.
Again. How's that feel? Does that make sense? You guys see why we put our hand, right? Everybody again, on your knees. The person has a deep underhook. What do you do first? Ankle, ankle, ankle. Grab their ankle. Your ankle should be parallel to your knees, I guess, but perpendicular to your body. So your ankle grab is like here, boom, got the ankle. But now, you want to do something else. So they relax, your elbow goes down, your right leg drops. Right leg is straight back. And you put your left leg up a little bit. You're really putting weight to the backside so they can't slip out. And then you frame their neck with the left arm. As you frame their neck, we're gonna now make it our hand on the ground. Why do we do that? To replace the feeling of having a body under us. So that our arm can do what? Go north and slice inside. And now we're out. Good. Go to your knees. Pull the elbow over the thigh. Right elbow over the thigh. Left leg up. Frame the neck. Here. Look at step. Grab. Switch. Sit. Boom.
Nice, Dean.
Good, Gary. Perfect.
Nice, Jim.
Yep. Now left leg over the body. Oh, yep. And take the arm back. Oh, when it falls. Right here, Eddie's laying down. Any questions, guys? Feel okay? This is a little tough to practice, but I want you to even see move this way more. I want you to even see, let's say that we do stuff like this also. Keep your arms hidden. Hold your wrist tight. See how he's holding his wrist? We do stuff like this where we hold this and we lift this up. And now we bug the neck. Now, what are you gonna do? Go under, all the way through. No. Yeah, go back again. Hold on, hold hands again, hold hands. Go under my arm, faster, under. Yeah, go back again, faster. You see that? So there are other ways, or for example, if I'm here and his elbow is heavy to the ground, but I can get my hand on his bicep right here. See that? My hand's on his bicep. And now, because keep your hand to your chest, my hand can sneak in sometimes and I grab. And now I push it from under my arm fast. Lock it, cup it, scoop it. So there's a lot of fighting you can do to get this arm right here. It's almost impossible to keep from being wrapped. Now once you wrap the person's arm, if he holds hands behind my neck, hold hands behind my neck, hold your own hand. Lock hands, hold hands. No, hold your own hand. No, like this, like behind me.
How? My hand is underneath your belly.
I know. So if I control this arm kind of weak, just like this, go ahead, hug my neck, hold hands. Go back again. But now watch, I pull it inside, watch my shoulder. Do it now.
I can't.
So this is not just a medium hold. This is a cup. Pull your elbow in tight and put your shoulder over it. If you hold medium, look at how he holds, hold tighter. And now it's hard to spin. So it's very common that people grab this, but they don't understand, straighten this leg right here. They don't understand how it's not just a hold. It is a hold, look at my shoulder, pinch. And my elbow is on top of my own knee. His hand is like, versus here, hold hands. Weak, go back again, hold hands.
I can't.
Now pull your left hand out of there. Look, you see that? It's very like, what's the word? Pinched. Frame the neck. Pull the arm out.
Even worse.
Too much shoulder presence. Knee in the armpit. And now I see his knee, I see it. See how everything is good, and look. Boom, set. Oh, leg. Let me grab. Now I shouldn't hold hands. If you held hands, I wait. But I was excited mode, so I just grabbed it fast. Okay. It's always what? So always hold and pinch the shoulder. Yes. Anytime you get the arm and you pull it in, if you're kind of like this, see the space? The arm moves, they can grab, so you pull it and you go, and you get chest. So it's so much pinch that it takes away the range of motion. Okay, clear? Clear, clear, good. Okay, sitting down, let's take it to the side mount. Elbow cup, arm lock. So every single time I side mount somebody, I personally, and you guys, you will have much success with landing in the side mount, outsmarting the bottom person to create an ability to cup that arm, elbow cup. You will do that many times. If you train it, learn all the ways to isolate it, you will get that. But after you've caught somebody in the elbow cup 7, 10, 15 times, they will begin to kind of keep their arms to their chest, hold their wrist, and just keep all their elbows glued to their body, elbows tucked in tight, their whole arm glued to their body, out of fear of you scooping it in that manner that we just did. And when everything is so tight, they also somewhat accept being the bottom of side mount. So you're on top and you kind of touch at these other submissions, but they just close everything. Now you're not attacking their neck too much because that is a way to open up their arms. But for fun, you say, you know what, I'm gonna make an arm lock happen. And you hug their tricep with your south hand, the one near their legs. And then very casually, your north hand turns their face towards you. This does not feel threatening because you're not framing their neck to choke them. You are simply guiding their chin towards you. Now that they're looking at you lightly, you very quickly throw your leg over, hand out, sit down, and knee up. Those steps are very fast. Leg, hand, foot out, sit down. And once you sit down, knee up. And once you bring your knee up, you put your weight on your left foot that went over their head and you drive your hips forward so it pinches their neck, freezing them in their tracks in any attempt to pull an elbow to the ground. Once they calm down, you open your knee and you throw your right leg over their body. By the time they realize that your leg wasn't over the body, it now is. Everything happens so fast. The moment you land, you go right into securing their arm mode. Boom, you hug their arm. Left, right, left. But you end with the right arm hugging the arm. And your hands on the ground out near their head. But you don't leave it on the ground for too long because when the time comes, you don't want to go from the ground to their hand. So you put it inside your inner thigh. And then you kind of, you exhale. And when you exhale, it sends a message of like, oh man, I don't want to be here. Oh, not this. Meaning like, almost like you're a little bit flustered by their hand holding, or you're a little annoyed and like, oh, not this again, we're not here again. So they think you don't want to be there. But really, when you went, they thought you weren't in full attack kill mode. So then they switched their grip to go to a more comfortable grip because they're never satisfied, because they always want a stronger grip. So when their grip switches, boom, you rip back, your whole body falls, and your hand grabs their wrist simultaneously. And they have no idea how you went from being so relaxed and so blah to just rah. Open your mouth, open your eyes, open your mouth. I went rah. So you went from being so like, oh man, that's the energy when you catch the arm. But you did a bunch of great work to get there. So, oh man. You even say stuff like that out loud. Oh man. And then they're on the bottom, like, oh, okay, so they're not that happy to be up there. And then, boom, you just go. And that's one of the biggest benefits of being relaxed. What is it? That's one of the biggest benefits of being very relaxed.
Unpredictable.
Bro, the cameraman just answered, you guys.
It's allowed, right?
It's not allowed. The cameraman said unpredictable behind the camera. The class here and the class here. You guys are silent, so I can't hear you guys. But the benefit of being so relaxed is that, because if I shake your hand and I'm shaking it very relaxed, what are you going to do? You're going to relax too. Mm-hmm. So when I squeeze your hand, what are you going to do?
Squeeze.
Squeeze back. So when I have someone's arm and I go, what are they going to do? They're going to go, and then in the little movement, boom, you rip it and you take it. Versus the 99%, what do? They land here. Right? They just want it so bad. Right? They just fight. Because you think that when you're here, that the next step is to break the grip and take the arm. It's not. The next step is to stay here forever. Forever. And when you, the bottom person, feels that I'm ready to stay here forever, what do they start doing? All kinds of silly stuff. Changing their grips, trying to escape. And then they do stuff like this. People do this, believe it or not. Probably only all the time. Hug my arm tight, yeah. They go like this. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But they will never do something like that if you are like arm, arm, arm. Okay, question. Does that make sense? Don't take the arm, just be there. And how long does it take for you to, how long you gotta be there for before they go, ah, let me try something? How many seconds do you guys think? 8, 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 2 or 3, it's probably true. The first few times around, it'll happen in 2 seconds. But after they've been arm locked 10 times, it takes like 8 seconds. It's not like after 10 times of being arm locked, they get much better. No, even 20 times being arm locked, still after 7, 10, 15 seconds, people do things that are dangerous, that they give you opportunities, they compromise, they risk, they change their grip. Good? Class, good? Any final questions right there?
Do you have a tip for when someone is way stronger and it's hard to pull their arm down?
Oh, that's a good question. Do you have a tip? What do you guys think? When someone is way stronger. I actually know one guy, his name is
Eddie.
Right here. I know these two brothers, they play football, Josh and Jacob Martin. I think only one's playing now, but they're both football players. And Jacob plays for the Seahawks right now. And Jacob and Josh both, like their grip would break. Their grip, open the grip. And like, I'd be like this, like, ugh. I couldn't take their arm back, at least for like 7 seconds. It's a little crazy. But let me tell you one thing though. That usually happens in the first 5 minutes of us rolling. It doesn't happen 12 minutes into the roll, 15 minutes into the roll. And they're also trained in the move. But I'd say that the most important principle when someone holds hands is that when the grip changes, that you don't pull back, relax, but freeze, with your arm. I pull back with my feet and my body. So pushing off of my feet, because if I grab with my hand, he'll re-grab his wrist. Boom, go back. This has happened over 1,000 times when I'm on the bottom. I hold hands, I change my grip. The person, even less, I push the knee. And the person does this, grab it again, and I go back to the wrist. Over 1,000 times. What that means, 3,000, I'm lying. It's more than that. Instead of, when I push the knee, freeze. Yes, nobody does this. Boom, body, and then hand. Nobody.
One more question.
Yep.
In armbar setup, which leg crosses?
When you have the final armbar control. Armbar setup, because we have triangle setup, this must be armbar setup. I understand that now. What do you guys think?
What was the question?
Which way? I don't think it really matters. I have a little blister on my foot. That's not good. I don't get blisters, but I've been out of shape. No training for 3 months. So I don't think I don't want to even tell you which one crosses, but I want you to do this. For example, I'm gonna control Eddie right now without using my hands. My hands are gonna be on the ground, not on his body. So Eddie, go ahead and escape. More. 10, 9, 8, more effort. I need more effort. 15 seconds of effort. Look at that. My legs are crossed and they're extending to keep my knees pinched so there's less space for his head. Pull your elbows to the ground, be more creative. Do more crazy stuff. Do more wildness, Eddie. My hips are tight. Good, Eddie, I want you to escape. Ah, he got out. So, you see that though? But that was a fun game, right? Was it fun for you?
For me, yes.
But you see that game
First
right
time
there?
I escaped.
First time I escaped. It was a great game, even though you had no arms. But that's a good game to play though. No hands. I do it often. I pull my hands out and I just do legs. and I become more resourceful in how to control somebody. And then you bring your hands back into the party, unstoppable. Guys, thank you so much. Zoom group, we appreciate you. See you next time tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. If it's your first time, try all the classes. Feel the energy tomorrow, 9 a.m. again, and then there's 10 o'clock combatives tomorrow, if not next week. I look forward to seeing you guys in person one day, but for now, keep up the great work. Thanks for the dedication.
Good to see you guys. Have a good night.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Hey guys. Eddie.